you for calling the Starkville Social Security Office.
Your call is important to us. You can do many things online at SSA.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter, check the status of your application, and most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213. An in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1. To continue with your call, press or say 2. To hear these options again, press or say. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, press. Please hold. Social Security, how can I help you?
I spoke with Mr. Galladay yesterday, and he said that someone would be in today to give me information on what's happening with to answer some questions about what's in my case folder or claims folder in the servicing office.
Okay, what's your Social Security number?
587-31-6485.
Trying to think who your caseworker is. Let me see. Okay, hold on just a moment. Let me see if your caseworker is available. Hold on, okay?
All right.
Alright, unfortunately, Mr. Rush, your caseworker is busy at the moment, but I have your phone number at 662-753-1249. So I'll have them give you a call as soon as they get off the phone so they can discuss your case, okay?
Who's the caseworker?
They'll just give you a call because it may be someone else who may have to take care of it.
Are you refusing to tell me who the person is that you said was
Have
just...
a good one, Mr. Rush. Don't call him. Bye.
your call is important to us. You can do many things online at ssa.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter, check the status of your application, and most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213. An in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1. To continue with your call, press or say 2. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press. Please hold. Social Security, can I help you?
This is Zori Rush. As you know, I'm recording, and I have already had someone hang up the phone and tell me not to call there. Have your offices been advised to say that to me when I call?
How can I help you, Mr. Rush?
I'm calling to speak with whoever's handling my case to get information about my case. I don't know I don't know how you can help me. Who are you?
I'm Miss Creel. How can I help you? Let me get your social.
You're Miss who?
Creel.
Miss Crib?
Yeah. Can I get your social security number?
You certainly can. It's 587-31-6485.
What's your date of birth?
October 4th, 1977.
Where were you born? What city?
Eupora, Mississippi.
What's your mother's first or last name before any marriages?
Rush.
The first day?
Is that part of your security question?
It is. I have said
But it's Elaine Rush. Go right
And
ahead.
what's your mailing address?
6912 Mount Vernon Road, Eupora, Mississippi 39744. Also where I can be rescued from being taken hostage by the Starkville Social Security Administration.
And how can I help you?
I would like to ask questions about what's in my record as are allowed pursuant to Title 5 USC 552A subsections D and subsections I. Can you tell me who the caseworker is?
You don't per se have a caseworker. That's why I was just saying, what's your question? I can help you.
Who are you again? And what?
I told you, Miss Creel. Miss
Creel.
Okay, how can I help you?
I'm asking if you'll allow me, who are you in relation to the information that's in my case file?
I'm a claims worker at the
Thank you.
Office of Social
Thank you.
Security. That's what I am.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
If you'll allow me, my questions are written and I'm about to ask them. On November the 25th, 2022, an appeal was filed on my Social Security account's online service. I've called to request the status of that appeal after I have filed criminal charges against Miss Crawley for neglecting to send me notice regarding a fax that I sent to her explaining the errors that were in my record. So I'm calling for one to find out what is the status of the appeal that was filed November the 25th, 2022. That's one of my questions.
Let me see, Mr. Rush. I'm not that familiar with.
I know that, but the only thing that matters to me is the answer to my question, not your difficulty doing the job. If you could tell me the answer to my question instead of telling me how difficult it is to do your job. for clarity, that fax was sent to Miss Crawley on February the 28th. She's on mute right now, so if she can hear me, it's because she's committing a crime. But that fax was sent that fax was sent to Miss Crawley on February the 28th, advising her that if she did not do her job, I would file criminal charges against her. It's now March the 22nd, and I've already informed them that I filed the criminal charges, and they only had 10 days to respond then. But again, it's March the 22nd, and she just tapping because she know Miss Crawley is in a line to go to jail like they did with all my brothers and all his friends. Am I retaliating? No. I'm getting equal justice. Why am I getting equal justice? Because it's my fucking job. I get paid to do it. And I get an extra fucking bonus when it's actually benefiting the family that got their fucking hand in my pocket. Thanks.
Mr. Roach, I was looking up some information on your case. From what I could tell, I think, and I had heard someone else mention something in the office, it was a favorable, reversal. But I'm looking at the payment center where everything goes. And they haven't processed it yet. They're still working on a lot of it. So that's all I can see right now. I was checking to see if any letters had been sent to you, because when they finish, they'll send you a letter. And I didn't see anything in there yet, but I do see a lot of stuff going on at the payment center. And that's all I can tell right now. So they haven't processed it.
So there are actions being taken at the Social Security Administration without informing me.
Without what? I'm sorry?
Informing me, the beneficiary you're discussing that gave you all the private information for the intranet.
That's part of the Social Security. When you file the appeal, that's what you did. And so
I'm saying about notifying me, like all that they're doing. When I file the appeal and they start doing things, isn't the Privacy Act a requirement for the Social Security Administration to inform me of everything that they do?
That is correct, but that's what I'm saying. They haven't finished it yet, and when they do, they will inform you.
When did they start it? When did they start it? Because my appeal, as I stated, was you're saying that
you keep talking over.
Go right ahead. Answer my question.
Okay, that's why I was so quiet. Let me
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm looking at your record.
As
far as I can see, they have been working on things for at least, I can say maybe 3 to 4 months.
All right. Under the Privacy Act, that's the answer to my question, so that we're clear. Under the Privacy Act, on November the 25th, when I filed action that required the Social Security Administration to do what you're saying that they're now doing over at the payment center, doesn't that also require that no matter what form that they receive the notification in, whether it be an appeal, whether I call the office, whether I just happen to bump into a Social Security Administration employee in the grocery store and officially give them the facts that I gave them to instruct them to perform things at the payment center, aren't they required within 10 days to send me notification of any of those actions under the Privacy Act?
No, they're required.
All right, that's the end of my question. That's the end of my question. It's only you said no, they are not required to comply with the Privacy Act. End of my question. Next question. And what was your name again? That's saying that on behalf of the Social Security Administration.
Mr. Burr, I'm not gonna tell you my name. I've told you 4 times.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. If you refuse to repeat your.
People don't want to talk to you.
That's why people don't want to talk to me. That's why people don't want to talk to me. Tell me more about why people don't want to talk to me.
You won't let us explain anything.
Everything
is a
Right. The fact that I don't have a notice that the law says to me, when I read it, it says that the notice is supposed to be here within 10 days. When I hear you say that the law doesn't say that, all I did was move on to the next thing. You said the law don't say that. The Privacy Act does not say that the Social Security Administration has 10 days to send me a notice. You attempted to go on to say that something that the Social Security Administration has advised you that you have this open-ended time that allows you up to at least 3 months because it was sent in the form of an appeal. Regardless, I stated under the Privacy Act, I understand it to be 10 days. So that's an issue for court. We can move on to the next question is what is the status of my request for records? And that's why you don't like talking to me, because I believe you're committing a crime when you say the government doesn't have to do the law that the government wrote. When you say that, that's why you don't like talking to me, because when I tell you what I see in the law is calling you a criminal, you don't like that. That's your problem. But the next question is, what is the status of my request for records? I sent a fax to the Social Security Administration on the 17th of February requesting an emergency interview with a third party. I also sent a fax on the 22nd of February requesting an entire copy of my paper record and the claims folder forwarded. And on the 28th of February, I sent a fax about the notice that I got saying that my Medicare premiums had been deducted, reducing my payments by $400 a month. I did get that notice that explained somebody was going to take $400 a month, but I did not get a notice within 10 days as required telling me where those $400 were coming from. So I again ask you, what is the status of my request for records so I can actually verify that's what the information that's being put into my records is what what I have instructed be put into my records? No, you don't like talking to me, because the charge carries up to 5 years for every time you say that the government is not required to send me a notice in 10 days when I tell you to correct my records. Every time you say that, it costs you 5 years in prison and $5,000 in fines. Every time you say it. So no, you don't like talking to me. Because when it's costing me that kind of money and it's costing this country that kind of money, I am going to report it. You've been borrowing from the general fund since 2011 and just sitting in there getting a check and don't even know what the general fund is. And then when somebody do know come in there and try to tell you something, try to help you, you get smart on the phone, tell them who they is. But you can't tell me it's taking you forever to tell me what happened to this fax that I sent to you requesting the status of my records. And you know you got to respond to that in 10 days. And this says February 21st is when you got the fax sent to Ms. Crawley. That means 30 days later, you have committed a crime. With my property in Mississippi. And there you have it, family. You can't get around that. Now I can lie about this. We can certainly do appeals however long we want to, no matter what them bitches tell us to do. But what about me asking you to see my motherfucking records? Now you silent like a motherfucker. She on mute now. She can't hear me. I got one more question after that.
What's your question, Mr. Rush?
Because of my disabling condition, I have requested in writing, in fact, that you only handle one issue at a time, and I'm still waiting for you to tell me what the status is of my request for a copy of my entire record that was sent with SSA Form 3288 on February the 21st, 2023.
Now, with that, I can't see it. I don't know what that request was. Did
Who
you
can?
mail it in, or how did you
Who
do the
can?
request?
I sent a fax to Miss Crawley at 833-902-2704. I show that it was received at that fax number at 2 on February the 21st, 2023. So who can answer that question?
Well, I'll assume maybe Miss Crawley, because I don't.
Well,
see
can
that
you
I
find
don't
out?
see
Can you
it.
find? Remember, I'm asking about property that was faxed to that office that I show should have received a response within 10 days, and it's now March the 22nd. So, can you find out where it is? And then we can move on to the next question.
Is that where you wrote everything on the statement, claimant or other person about your appeal?
It's SSA Form 3288. SSA Form 3288 was submitted on SSA Form 3288, request for entire record and a request for the claims folder sent to 833-902-2704 to C. Crawley on February the 21st, and I show that it was received at 6:21.
Again, when did you fax it? What day?
February the 21st, 2023, and I show that it was received at 6:21 GMT, whatever that is, but I'm pretty sure that just means it was here around 4 o'clock.
Well, to be honest, there's so much stuff that's been...
I understand, ma'am, but I'm only requesting about this fax. Can you find out about that fax?
I'm looking, Mr.
Thank
Rudd,
you.
but I'm telling
Thank
you,
you.
there's so much stuff...
Thank you. Thank you. Let me know. Let me know. I'll be waiting. That's for all you intranet fans. That's in Denise's voice. That February 21st, 2023. In Denise's voice. This is trying to coax about the stuffiness that's in my nose from the black mold. I didn't hear you.
Yes, 3288. Consent for release of information is in there. We have it.
I didn't ask that question, ma'am. I didn't ask if you had it. I asked what's the status of it.
All I can say is I'm not working it. I see it. It's in there.
I understand that, ma'am. My question is not to you. I'm not. But who's interrupting who now? Who's interrupting who now? Go ahead.
Somebody may be working it. I see it. That's my response.
All right. I'm not asking you, ma'am. I'm asking the Social Security Administration for the.
No one has responded. I sent out a memo. Is anyone doing this? No one responded back. That's all I can do.
Now the voice goes to Barbara. Now we can discuss Barbara if you want to. Believe me. So are you refusing to give me any further information on the request for record status that was sent on February the 21st, 2023?
I just told you. I see your response. I'm not saying nothing has been done.
I'm not asking you that, ma'am. I'm asking for the status. I'm not asking if someone has it.
That's my status. It's in there. I don't see where anything has been done. I see you requested it. That's your status.
Okay. So you're refusing to provide me any further information regarding the status.
That's the status I just gave you.
I'm asking a question. Are you refusing to
That was my answer.
Okay. Are you refusing to answer the question that I just asked you? Because I have another question when you're done being creating deniability. I'm still focused on the question that allows me 10 days for a response to my request for records under the Social Security Administration obligation to comply with the Privacy Act. And you just confirmed that someone at your office actually has had the documents since February the 21st and has knowingly violated the 10-day requirement to send me a notice saying at least I have it. But now you're on the phone telling me on behalf of the whole Social Security Administration, you can't tell me nothing else, which means you are now refusing to send me a notice. So I am now getting to the point of where I get a notice that says what you said, that you have a fax in your office sent from me on that date and what you're doing with it, because it's my property. got the nerve to tell me. That's why don't nobody like talking to you. Because you don't want to hear me telling you committing a crime. I can say what I want to say while you typing in silence. You say what you type. You type. If you got something, if you want to interrupt me then. You ain't got to type. Argue by doing your job. Argue by doing your job. Argue with me by doing your job.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for calling the Starkville Security Office.
You can do many things online at ssa.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter, check the status of your application, and most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213. An in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1 to continue with your call. Press or say 2. To hear these options again, press or say 9. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, press or say 9. We did not recognize your selection. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, press or say 9. We did not recognize your selection. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. Please hold.
Hi, Zoe Rush. It appears you've trained your staff to hang up the phone whenever I ask for the records I requested on February the 21st.
Thank you for calling the Starkville Social Security Office.
your call is important to us. You can do many things online at ssa.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter, check the status of your application, and most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213. An in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1 to continue with your call. Press or say 2 to hear. To To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, please hold.
Now, judges somewhere in Mississippi has advised these idiots that they are under some state sovereign protection. But let me tell you something, bitch. The only job you got in this motherfucker is to protect individual rights. Your state only fucking job is to protect my rights, motherfucker.
At SSA.gov.
Your only job.
Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter. Check the status of your application.
Now regulate that!
A replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-972-1213. An in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1. To continue with your call, press or say 2. To hear these options again, press or say 9. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, please hold.
Security officer.
Mr. Galladay?
All right, just a moment. Let me see if he's available.
I don't need to talk to Mr. Galladay. This is Zori Rush. I'm calling to see how many of y'all getting paid to hang up the phone when I asked about my record, the facts I sent about getting my records. Run if you want to. Mr. Galladay, they transferred me to you without my permission. I'm calling about the person that you said would be available to speak to me today, but all I get are people on the phone that act typically the way they used to. And no, I'm not in front of my mother today, but I'm still recording everything that you're doing with my property. I don't know, sir. It doesn't matter. I still need to talk to someone about what I talked to you about yesterday. So you need to put me on the phone with that person.
Okay, let me see if the supervisor is available, sir.
All right. And whoever the y'all leader is the one that's leading y'all straight to the Section I of the Privacy Act. tell you about an old school white folks trick. Everybody in Africa think they a king. Every house in Africa think it's a king. So if you make all the black people think that they kings, it's easy to divide and conquer them. Nobody has to show allegiance to the Constitution. Say what now?
We'll transfer you to Miss Crowley.
Miss Crawley?
Uh-huh.
That ought to be interesting.
All right, just hold on, let me get you transferred.
Go right ahead.
Thank you for calling the Social Security Administration. This is Ms. Crowley at 1-800-305-6566. And confirm your identity. Additionally, we offer many options for you to conduct your business online.
Thank you for calling the Starkville Social Security Office.
Your call is important to us. You can do many things online at ssa.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter, check the status of your application, and most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213, and in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1. To continue with your call, press or say 2. To hear these, to ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, please hold.
I guess I'm just getting enough proof to show the public that the Starkville Social Security Administration office is just paying its employees for fraud.
Thank you for calling the Starkville Social Security Office.
your call is important to us. You can do many things online at ssa.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter, check the status of your application, and most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213, and in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1 to continue with your call. Press or say 2. To hear these options again, press or say 9. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial, please hold.
Guys. First night slept over, so we thought that was worth celebrating. I said thank you. For what? For forgiving me. For opening my big mouth to me. Well, are you the least bit curious when it was okay? Okay, get on this love you. And now I think you're just looking back into the next.
Nah, I said this I got card number right here. The date that out of date was the 13th on the bottom. On the thing that's in there. Yeah.
I'm just gonna come out back until you tell me where my records are.
Yeah, but T said he had been over there ringing the doorbell. Oh.
call is important to us. You can do many things online at ssa.gov, like apply for benefits. Also, with a personal My Social Security account, you can get an instant benefit verification letter. Check the status of your application. And most people can request a replacement Social Security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213. And in-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
press or say 1. To continue with your call, press or say 2. To hear these options again, press or say 9. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial your party's extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or... Please hold.
Nothing brings the pack together like a trip to Great Wolf Lodge.
Starville Social Security.
Ordering for us. And half a grapefruit and 2 egg
Hello?
omelets, turkey sausage. You're gonna have to tell the cook to ease
Hello?
himself, Clayton. I want pancakes and scrambled eggs, included, and bacon, 2 extra sides of it. We're celebrating Abraham Carver, and breakfast is on me.
All right, well then I assume that Bell succeeded in getting your assets unfrozen.
Oh, Abe, she did so much more than that. She got the whole case dismissed. Sloan, the devil herself, Peterson, is out of our lives. Forever!
Chad, we've been over this. I know that you were only trying to defend me.
Yeah, but I should have let you deal with it. And I should have never brought you along. Especially not to somebody like Leo.
Well, like I said, you were just trying to get him to back off. And I shouldn't have been so hard on you. I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry too. It was a good thing about our first fight though.
Thank you for calling Starkville
Once we got to
Social
straight
Security
online,
Office.
you know.
So, very well as our logistics for you. Here in Kentucky, the
Most
most
people
sexy
can request a
woman
replacement
in
social
the
security card. We also offer services by phone at 1-800-772-1213. In-person service is available in our offices. While most offices can help you without an appointment, a few offices are closed or open by appointment only. Find out which offices are closed or open by appointment only by visiting ssa.gov/emergency. We always encourage you to make an appointment, as this will help us plan for you. At this time, masks are required in all of our offices. We will provide a mask if you do not have one. Please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback. For information about fraud,
Press or say 1 to continue with your call. Press or say 2 to hear these options again. Press or say 9.